Good morning, folks. Good morning. I have crawled out of bed, and there's rugby on. How is everybody doing? Excuse me if I'm a bit disheveled. It's 5:15 in the morning. Just seen the haka. Good stuff. Good anthems, and yeah, game's getting underway. Jason's up at the crack of dawn as well. Sun is not up in our neck of the woods. Randy, it's probably slightly too early for a beer. I do have the remnants of a coffee with me and a big old glass of water. Jason's got an espresso machine. Nice. Nov Mum's also up very early. Alan is pumped to see his Welsh boys win over the All Blacks for the first time in his lifetime. And my lifetime as well. Craig's up crazy early. Birdie Man, how's it? Nice food. Yeah, I'm late. I was too busy over there having some toast. Rich is not having Thomas Williams. Takes too long. He's going to need to have some quick service today, mate. Patrick, man, good morning. James. Oh yeah, I haven't seen the Tonga and Scotland game. So if you guys know the result, can you send me some fake results, please, just to put some doubt in my mind? Because inevitably someone will tell me the result throughout the next kind of couple of hours. So if you do know the result, chuck in a few fake ones just to cast a seed of doubt. I've just had kickoff, so I'll let you know when we get to about 10 seconds on the match clock, and that would be right about now. Nice. 88-43, 90-30, 23-9, 50-0. Nice. Heaps of different options for my brain to mull over. And we're at 30 seconds. Petanata has just box kicked it. Joe McNichol's looking pretty comfy. Richard reckons AB's to score in the first 10. Might be right. Still the Welsh with the ball, though. All Blacks jerseys are still looking a touch on the short side. Oh, All Blacks have won the first penalty, though. Oh, no, it's more the Wales gave it away. Johnny Williams having a wee crawl. Sophie, indeed, that was a coffee. It's now gone, and I will be on water for the remainder. Carl, man, good morning. Alan, mate. Unfortunately, yeah, five in the morning is not conducive to beer o'clock. Yeah, maybe if I'd stayed up. Scotland 0, Tonga 0. That would be a hell of a watch. When was the last time you saw a 0-all? It wasn't soccer. Oh, Blacks have knocked it on or knocked it backwards. This game could be a touch messy, I suppose. All Blacks are in the Welsh 22, so there's ominous stuff. Retallick's having a wee carry. You had a massive goodbye France. Have you left France already, Sophie? It feels like you only just left. To go there, I mean. Oh, the All Blacks have lost it. So Welsh defence passes the first test. Do you prefer the internationals in November or June, July? They're both kind of good viewing. It depends though. Like France tend to send a pretty second string side down. So France is probably a better one to watch in November. And that doesn't just mean this year. Like generally, France send a team which is missing a few big names down. But I guess there's always a chance for teams to experiment. Randy says to watch up. All right, it's a Welsh line out on 3 minutes. They've nailed it. Oh, Bodie in his 100th. Oh, that's brutal. Richard called it. He said All Blacks to score within first 10 minutes. Yeah, Richard, you called it all right. Bowden Barrett is the first scorer of the match with a big old intercept. That's what they did to Australia. He just picked Anscombe's pocket, that one. Line out move. Man, too easy. Never going to catch him. Anscombe, yeah. Well, CU is right. That's not going to do Anscombe's confidence any wonders. Look at him, the joy on his face. Wales is sponsored by Kazoo. Hollywood, I think it's some kind of car website. Like maybe you buy secondhand cars or something like that. I think that's what it is. How many interceptions? I know, man. The All Blacks did that to Australia just over and over and over again. So Wales, they've just bounced back with a wee penalty at the breakdown. So maybe a chance to get on the board, settle things down a bit. Excuse me while I just write a wee note. Carwin, mate. Nah, you didn't have to gift us one. That was less than ideal. I might spill more water. Wrong choice, go for the corner like we've got some confidence. Allen, it's a settler. Just get some points on the board. Settle Anscombe's nerves after throwing that intercept. And he's nailed it. He's been doing it for Ospreys, man. I can actually say, for once, that I have been watching the Welsh teams at provincial level, and Ospreys have been doing it off the back of that dude's boot. So we'll see. Do I think the French ref will favour the All Blacks? I think traditionally All Blacks teams have struggled a wee bit with the French refs' interpretations. But, yeah, I don't have any stats to back that up. That could just be my dad complaining. I forgot to write the minute of the Barrett try. What minute was it? 4? Good to have international rugby back, Roger, mate. Absolutely. There's nothing quite like sitting down to watch international rugby, is there? Two Cents watches the Friday night games like all the Welsh do, seemingly. Is that a Welsh thing? Is the Friday night the big game? All Blacks have defended 5 phases. Johnny McNichol wants a wee run as well. Come on, Wainwright, get over the advantage line, boy. Has he been turned over? I think he has. No, All Blacks have got it back. Phenomenal stuff. Friday night is always on the BBC, right? Yeah, because I'm a cheap bugger and I don't want to pay Spark Sport for the tournament. I tend to watch the one which is on the BBC. That's actually right. Geordie Barrett with not his finest kick. Wales will have another crack. A bit tentative, but good to see Wales having a crack with the ball. That's got to be careful, those intercepts. Holy moly, was that close to a 50-22 or what? That's a hell of a kick. Now the All Blacks are under all kinds of pressure. Good stuff, Wales, man. Are you surprised Bodie got the start ahead of Richie? It's his 100th game, so I think it probably was a bit easier on him in that regard. Coaches wanted to reward him in his 100th, I guess. I know the coaches aren't very sentimental, but 100th game's pretty big. It was a good kick, Jason. A few seconds delay. I'm probably behind. I'm at 19:20 on the clock, by the way. Oh, Wales have lost it. Rico steaming after this. Go on, Wainwright. Get yourself out of trouble. Oh, he's done well. Look at Sam Whitelock with labouring to get after him, and he doesn't. Now goes the lane train. Oh, Bodie. Gone for another intercept. Was he going to be in trouble? He'd be like, ref, you've seen me get one legit. Dennis, mate, how's it going? Sorry, 9:20, Craig. Goodness me, I'm 5 o'clock in the morning, all delirious and whatnot. Here comes the TMO. Let's see the replay. Rico giving up on the chase. Yeah, that was pretty soft. Nice food, mate. He's only chasing, I mean, I say only, he's chasing Wainwright. I've said it before when it's not my team, and I'll say it again. If you go for the ball one-handed, you don't get it. Yeah, putting yourself in a pretty awkward position. Quite a bit behind me. That's unusual. I'm usually behind everybody else. Yeah, all I'll say is I gave like Damon Delinde, I think, a bit of stick for sticking his mitts out. I will say the same is true for Bodie here. Just a penalty, deliberate knock on, nothing doing. I can't actually hear what they're saying, but very lucky is right, yeah. Maybe the fact that he's already had one intercept makes it look better. I do reckon he got away with one, exactly. I don't want to be biased and be like, oh, well, no, because it's Bodie, he was definitely going for it. Well, they're all going for it. They're always going for it. But sometimes they don't get it. If you don't get it, you take that gamble away. I think Damien Delinde didn't get carded for it. It was one of the other South Africans who got yellow carded. Was it LaRue? LaRue did get carded for it. Damien Delinde didn't get carded for it. I think there's a knock on there, folks. We need to take that back. If there's cover, it shouldn't be a yellow. It's always that line. Is it just a penalty? Is it a penalty and a yellow card? Or is it a penalty, a yellow card, and a penalty try, right? Wainwright's underrated. Not by me. I love Aaron Wainwright. He's very mobile. I know Gats talked him up as well before after he left. It'd be a great idea to show the game. It's a great idea. That's right. LaRue has a habit of getting a yellow card for deliberate knock-ons against Australia and Scotland. Right. To be fair, we've seen Bodie Barrett tap and catch those intercepts often in the past. Yeah, that's right. But I genuinely think, like, most of the time, you see guys get yellow carded for a deliberate lock-on. How many times do you genuinely see them just, like, whack or bat the ball down? Very rarely, right? Most of the time, they're trying to stop it so they can catch it. It doesn't seem to make a difference. Scrum time. Bit messy, but the ball's out. Savia went for the ref, which is a good tactic to get over the advantage line. Harvey gets charged down. Oh, it's going to be a Welsh ball. So it's another attacking platform. Maybe that's a decent reward. It's early days, but Wales look up for this. It did kind of boggle my mind a bit just how many people are absolutely trashing the Welsh team before the game and saying they're going to get hidings. And some of it's pessimistic Welsh fans, and some of it's people from outside. But I don't know, man. The Welsh team, they're missing some big guns, but they're not exactly a crap team, eh? They're at home. They got a ton of good players, man. You got the bloody top try scorer from the World Cup on one wing. You got one of the most talented young up-and-coming wingers on the other. The hooker's depth is certainly being tested. Some young Lucies, but man, they'll be up for it. Oh, scrum penalty to the All Blacks. That's brutal for Wales. Platform gone. Really sketchy at test level. Josh, I will admit, I kind of want to see you, man, Tupai get some more minutes, eh? Haven't beat us in 50 years. So, right, to be pessimistic, yeah. But I guess there's a difference between thinking it'll be business as usual and thinking you're going to get absolutely a hiding. But I don't know. I still reckon the team will put in a good shift. We'll see. It could be dead wrong. Should be wearing my Welsh jersey. It's there waiting. What do the All Blacks got in terms of line-out moves? Maul. Big old Maul. It's trucking along. Moriarty's still got that bind on. Now he's been pulled off. Come on, let's go. Cross kick. Rico, is that his first touch of the ball? Chip and chase. Josh Adams does well. Clean that one up. Current time, Scott. I will have a look. It is 15:30 on the clock. Black team versus red team looks good on TV. Yeah, that's true. There's no chance of a jersey clash here, is there? Can see a second half onslaught by Wales with a fired up crowd. We will see, eh? They kind of missed the trick by conceding that scrum penalty, which was a chance to actually turn the screws after not getting the Bodie decision all their way. Southern Hemisphere plays in front of a northern crowd. It always makes you nervous. Jonathan. There is definitely something next level about Northern Hemisphere crowds. I think most of us can admit that. Penalty. What do the All Blacks do here? It's a test match, guys. Do you take the kick or do you... Looks like Geordie's going to opt for poles. He is. A bit of respect shown right there. This should be pretty standard stuff for Geordie. Right out in front, but I'm not going to write anything on the board until he actually kicks it. Can't miss this. And it's over. Back to a 7-point lead. Expecting an AB's win, but hoping Wales challenge hard to keep the points at Bay Craig. Yeah, I reckon they should. They should keep it interesting. My old man was saying how he reckons the 1 hour mark will be the big test. After an hour, how the side's going to be doing. Well, one of the Welsh guys is down injured. Was it Alan Wynne? Is it just me who has more refereeing gone to shit recently? I noticed that during the Lions tour, players seemingly allowed to join in and swim out from the side. Yeah, they don't seem to police it as strictly as they used to. Alan Wynne might have hurt himself tackling Big Geordie Barrett, eh? Maybe just got a bit of hip on head, I think. Oh, no, it's his arm again? That's the same injury he got in the lead up to the Lions tour. Look at him. He looks just pissed off. What? Will Rollins is coming on. Who's going to be captain? Good question. Who take? Maybe Jonathan Davis? Yeah, sad word for his record-breaking test to end is right. Yeah, it's a lot of experience going off there. I mean, I think I counted the Welsh side had 700 odd caps, but he's 150 of them pretty much. I tell him when he'll be back for the second half. Welsh commentators are saying, is this the last time we'll see it in a Welsh shirt? Oh, okay. Surely not. Could be a chronic injury for him. Yeah, it does look kind of familiar. It's exactly the same, seemingly, as the one that almost ended his Lions tour based on the way he's holding his arm, but that doesn't tell much, I guess. Basham looks good. Basham's the businessman. He's real busy. All Blacks guys are shooting out of the line. Got to be careful with their offside, but yep. All Blacks have got a penalty at the breakdown. They were just starting to build some phases. Oh, a bit of handbags. Moriarty. He doesn't mind a wee bit of argy-bargy. You've seen him get Nicolas Sanchez in a headlock before, so what do you do? Does Geordie take the shot from halfway? Oh, yeah, he's going to rub the salt in for being March 10. Geordie Barrett can kick him from 50, 60. Moriarty is always up for a scrap, absolutely. ALB is doing some good work. Look at him. Just gets straight over the ball. He's holding his body weight. Yeah, he's good stuff. Good stuff, Jason. Take TJ off. What's TJ done to lose public opinion? He is kind of public enemy number one recently. He's missed that one. Pulled it just left. Mike, man, good morning. We are at 21. We'll make it 22 minutes right about now. 22 minutes. Richard's got his crystal ball out. He's calling all of them. Tell us what's the final points margin. We'll put a few bucks on it. Take some money from the bookies. Yeah, you got to call the mark there. Johnny McNichol. Hoofed it back, and there's nobody there for the All Blacks. The ball bounces. Rico and Bodie have a wee think about who's going to get it. Common sense prevails. You should probably let Bodie take that one. Adams almost got that high ball. Here we go. Wainwright with a little grubber. Bodie trying to do soccer skills. God, he's lucky nobody caught that. Ugh, Hollywood streams 5 seconds off. It's actually probably a reasonable hour for you, Hollywood, isn't it? It's probably like late afternoon or early evening. Still like 2 o'clock in the morning. You and Patrick. Man, imagine if Lane had been able to catch that one. Richard's going to pick it to go identical to last time, 40 points to 17. Tim, man, how's it going, Tim? See your boys been at it again with the rugby at the weekend. I hope he won. How's Gazza doing? Sophie Gaz is going good. I've actually been able to catch up with him a few times, seeing as our current lockdown restrictions allow us to meet as long as we are outside. So that's been all right. He's probably going to send through a halftime match report. Gazza will probably be up for the game, yeah. East Coast US, it's 12:44 p.m. Nice time. What are we looking at here, folks? I can't hear over the sound of my own blathering. Afternoon in the East Coast. Been loving the Gazza reviews. Good stuff. Are we looking at Geordie Barrett taking out Josh Adams? The local derby, somewhere Dorchester versus Weymouth, neighbouring towns. Nice. What's going on? Did they just penalise Josh Adams? What the? What? What? Come on, guys. Are you serious? I was thinking, are they penalising Geordie Barrett? For God's sake. Come on, that one's pathetic. I mean, geez, I ain't no referee, but bloody hell, man, just play on, TMO. For goodness sake, play on. Maybe you guys who know the laws better than me will know what the heck's going on. But isn't that just two guys jumping for the ball? Why is that necessarily? Why is that worth stopping the game for? I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, they were jumping up, and Adams and Barrett contested the ball, seemingly what I thought was fairly. I don't know. It seems like the kind of contest you see happen every day, and yeah, Adams ended up getting penalised for it. Lallana might have scored that. What on earth? Geordie was the problem if you wanted to be picky. That's what I honestly thought they were looking at penalising Geordie because Adams was much higher than him. Don't know. French referees, Ryan. Everyone likes to give French referees stick. My old man gives French referees stick as well. Just seemed like a weird call. He dropped it. He kind of loses it. Lalala bobbles it. He regathers it. He's dropped that. He's dropped that. For God's sake, if you give that, then I will say it's match fixing. Come on, man. Lalala has dropped that prior to being able to go over the line. If that's not a knock, Richard's going home. Yeah. They're going back for a penalty for a Welsh offside. But yeah, thank goodness they could see. That one was not a try. They're going to opt for the 3. CMO busy. Yeah, I don't like it when the TMOs are busy, to be honest. Not a big fan. But there's no perfect way to do it. 10-point lead. 13-3. Lads are taking their chances, that's true. Sophie, I think officially it's on Amazon Prime in Europe, but it's yeah, I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. Who deserves to be winning right now? The All Blacks have definitely created more chances, but yeah, Wales haven't looked bad, so maybe it's a fair score. I don't know. Maybe it's 3 points too many for the ABs. But yeah, the Welsh guys have, every time they've gone kind of 5+ phases in the All Blacks half, they've ended up conceding a penalty at the breakdown. So that's an area of concern. But in the aerial stuff, they're doing all right. They're actually managing to bat the ball back and stuff, causing the All Blacks a few problems, similar to what South Africa did. How am I ahead of you, Tim? I've got no idea. Maybe if you guys are on Amazon, you're probably streaming, aren't you? Because streaming is always bloody slower than watching on the telly, like, terrestrial TV via some kind of antenna. The ABs have been better, but not a lot has happened. Richard, that's maybe a fair way to describe the game. On Amazon, that's why. That's why. You guys finally feel my pain. Whenever you guys are watching on TV and I'm streaming, I'm miles behind. I'm not sure why the difference is that busy. Difference is that much. We don't usually hear the TMO and the refs' ear. I wonder if the TMO is talking more than usual. Just when you hear usually. Sinead, it's interesting. Sometimes you do get a feed with the refs' commentary from the TMO, and some TMOs are pretty busy, like offside and high tackle and stuff. And the ref, oh man, scrum time is becoming a problem for Wales. Yeah, a lot of calls come from the TMO, I think, or their touchies. Nobmum's at 27.06. I'm now at 27.55. Right, crowd needs to get into this, man. They need to be the extra defender. Craig's at 28.30. I'm just hitting 28.30 now, so you're slightly ahead of me, mate. Papali'i has a run. Havili. Big Brody. Bodie wants a double. Not going to get it. Lolala wants to make up for their drop ball. Not happening. Taylor's going to truck it up for sure. They got to make sure they don't pre-latch. Oh, Wales defense is held. That's big, man. I think they needed that. I think if the All Blacks go 20 points to 3 in front, that'd be looking pretty messy. I think they said one of the guys was sealing off, right? Taylor took it to ground. Nothing's been gifted apart from the intercept. Yeah, that's true. That's the only try, eh? Low scoring game so far, Novmum. Yeah, the All Blacks are back knocking on the door, though. I missed that, but I'm assuming Wales lost their lineout. Oh, Welsh have flooded the breakdown and turned it over. So that's 2 wins for the Welsh defence. That'll be encouraging. Oh, but then they just knocked it on. It's going to be another play for the All Blacks. The Welsh have got to defend again. Shibit at Hamish's channel getting a strike, which is a ludicrous thing to happen. Hamish, is that Kiwi, lads? It's raining, yeah. Really getting pummeled from the box in Wales. It'll be tough for an intro, yeah. Has he got another strike kicking in? Because we both got a strike once at pretty much the same time, but that's ages ago. We got a strike for using the Super Rugby AU competition name. But they seem to have chilled out about since then. Has he got another one? Anscombe's not having a good game. Ooh, they're going to reset that scrum. Havili isn't the answer at 12. Yeah, I reckon Havili has not really kind of made the thing his own. He genuinely sound half asleep. Yeah, it's 5:57, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it's piddling down right now, folks. I love the crowd, though. The crowd looks to be having a ball. Basically, he was commentating a cricket game and got a strike for it, but there's no logic behind it. He showed zero footage and was just commentating. Yeah, he does commentary, so cricket. I don't know. He did cricket. He must have used the competition name, and he should be able to appeal it. But there is a thing where they can, like, if you use an official tournament name, they can strike you. That is a thing. Of course, it's raining playing in the UK in November. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't have the roof closed. I guess it was the option to keep it open. I think Perenara has just gone over. To be fair, that pressure had been coming for a while. Although right as that's happened, my stream's just crapped itself. Let's try to set that up again. They're going to reshow that because my stream, I just had to reset. So I missed it other than TJ barreling over. All Blacks fans, beer in hand. How's the thing to get a warning for name and tournament name? I don't know. Apparently, like the tournament name, in terms of copyright strikes, can be like the official. You're not allowed to use the official tournament's name. Apparently, that was like the reason whoever struck my channel struck it. But they withdrew it when I said, "No, I'm not showing anything." They withdrew it. Oh, Geordie's missed the conversion. It was like 6 phases. He's so good. Savia, man, at just getting over that advantage line. Geordie's not got his kicking boots on. Yeah, it's unusual for him. He's got usually a bit of a better rate than that. Whoa, here we go. Basham had a good run. Now, Wales need some points before half-time, folks. There's still 4 minutes to go in this half. They're finally down the All Blacks 22. They've not spent a lot of time there. Time on clock, drunk mate, 36:07. Oh, that might be a penalty. No. Cross kick's too big. Geordie Barrett's got that one. Why is the mullet popular in my neck of the woods, Rob, mate? I don't know what the hell these guys are doing with their haircuts, eh? No idea. Like, honestly, around New Zealand, there ain't many people walking around with mullets. Like, there's more mullets per capita in this All Black side than anywhere else in the world, I would say, honest to goodness. Randy's getting sick of Jeff Wilson. Fortunately, because I'm also wary of getting copyright strikes for the audio, I have the audio very, very low, so I cannot hear much of the commentary. I can hear very little because I'm too busy yapping over here. Oh no, the line-out ball's just been fluffed. That's a real let-off. Man, that's brutal. It was a big old overthrow. Did Havili knock that on? Yeah, maybe. I can't convince my girlfriend to let you get him out. Jason, why the hell would you want a mullet, man? Come on, man. Don't do it. I know you're a Westie, but yeah. Have you thought of watching the broadcast on a laptop while you stream? You can get audio from the game. Yeah, my laptop, unfortunately, is a bit of a piece of potato, so I don't really want it to do two things at once. But yeah, that's actually a decent idea. Some of the Ulster dudes have mullets. Look like they're wearing a squirrel on their head. I don't know the obsession with the mullet, to be honest. We're almost done in the first half. We're at 38:44. The clock has stopped. Wayne Pivac's not looking like a particularly happy chappy. Moriarty is down at the moment, which is unfortunate, seeing as the Welsh back row stocks are already looking pretty limited. Man. Zero optimism for Ireland's chances against us next. Have to wait and see, Kakana, mate. We will see. Don't condone head tackles, but he literally put his head into contact. We'll see. TMO is going to have a word. I can't hear it, but let me know what's happening. We should have a Gaza review, Sinead, at halftime. Yeah. Yeah, there's a significant bend. Moriarty has been taken out. but he quite literally gets low and dips into a tackle. He's definitely got an arm to the head, but that's one of those tough ones. But yeah, God, that's so low, isn't it? But he's been taken out. But ouch is right. Even as a Welsh fan, it's not his fault. Oh yeah, I know. What do you do, man? This is one of those ones where the laws of the game, like, how do you rule that? The guy's bent over so far and he's gotten hit in the head. But it's a hit in the head. Isn't the responsibility pretty much always on the tackler? There's no wrap. Saying there's no wrap is what I can hear. There's got to be some mitigation for the bend, if nothing else. Ball carrier needs to take responsibility for the dipping. But I don't know. Like, that's not the way it's reffed, eh? Tackler takes responsibility, and then there's mitigation for the hit. So I don't know. It's going to be a yellow. And a yellow card. It's tough, eh? It's one of those funky points about, like, that's just the way the laws of the game are set up. Everyone should just run at the opposition with their heads forward, and then you wouldn't be able to be tackled. JP, it's a yellow. Oh, there's no way you could red that, because there's always the mitigation if guys dip or fall or whatever. So Gareth, mate, the clock has stopped at 38:44, but it's been stopped that long for ages. There's no way for Lalala to make the tackle without hitting the guy head first. He literally charged head first. Yeah, that's one of the ones, mate, where I think that's just the laws aren't set up for anything else other than that. That's the way it's reffed. Yeah. How do you change that? Do you have a law that says you can't lead with your head when carrying? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Wales probably need at least a 3. Oh, for goodness sake, man. You can't take your freaking line-out ball when you've got the extra man. Come on, guys. You're pissing me off now, honest to God. I think Moriarty went off. I think Seb Davis is on, so I'm assuming they're giving him a check. Leading with the head and jumping into tackles, no law against it. Yeah, jumping into tackles, they tend to count that as dangerous play. You're right, though. There's no law against it, but they count it as dangerous play. It's just covered by that, very vague kind of law. Clock is in the red. Wales are just outside New Zealand's 22. You'd want to take at least a 3 from this. They got the advantage. You got to take points here. Like, I don't care if they're 7, a 5, or a 3, but Wales need to go into the sheds not on 3 points. You know you're having a bad game with even 2 cents. It's frustrating with how you're doing. Just their line out, man. Come on. That's like 101. If you can't get your line out right, it's going to be a pretty long day at the office. Worst line out ever, Jero. Yeah, it's not been pretty. Take the settler, go into the sheds on 6 points. Yeah, you got to take the 3, given the timing of the game. Get Havili off the field, but who's on the bench? There's no Tupoya. Always said Elias isn't an international hooker. He's all right ball carrier, but can't throw to save his life. It's funny how many guys are kind of in that boat, hey? Really good all-round games, good scrummages, but just can't throw a line-out ball. How do we rate the game? It's been okay. It's not been a classic by any means, but it's not a blowout yet. Wales have been a bit frustrating in their execution. All Blacks have been clinical in some areas, but by far from flawless. Yep, 6 points to 3. Halftime. 6 points to 3? What the hell am I talking about? 6 points to 18 at halftime. Shonik, mate, you missed a yellow card. That's the drama. Nepolo Lala tackled Ross Moriarty, who was bent over about this far with his head leading into a tackle. And then, yeah, he got yellow carded, basically. Justin Marshall genuinely hurts Stalio's brain cells. I've just turned that off because I will imagine my old man will be sending me a message momentarily. But I'm keen to check the match stats if they are ready. What are the gangs? Thoughts on the yellow? Just turned on for the half. I think the yellow is basically just the way the game is just the rules are written these days. You can't make contact with the head. No matter what, everything else is irrelevant. Even if the guy running at you with his head poking out, I think that's just the way. Unless they change the way the game is written in the laws, that's correct, even if it's kind of crazy. So, yeah. Right, my dad is sending me some messages. Let us have a listen. I bet you he's going to complain about the ref. Odds on that are paying very little.
Yeah, McMurray, the game's okay. The referee, he's a bit confusing. He hasn't done anything too bad. He's okay. He's all right. I wouldn't say he's great. Typical French referee. The All Blacks are playing all right. And the Welsh are playing okay. I certainly think we'll win this game, but maybe just too much referral to the TMO. I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they're not bad, this Welsh team. They're okay. Since they got about 9 or 10 guys out, they're playing quite well. The All Blacks, yep, they've done pretty well so far. The Welsh missed a couple of early opportunities to score a try or two, so that might come back to haunt them. I think Amston's playing quite well. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter how much the All Blacks win by in this game. They're still going to get criticised. I don't really know. It's a funny sort of game. It's been a lot of stoppages, and the French referee's had his say a few times. I understand most of what he's done. There's a couple, maybe 2 or 3 that I don't. But then again, with French referees, that always happens. So
3 times.
there's nothing new in that for referee as far as that's concerned. Yep, Elman Jones gone off and this other guy's gone off, so it'll test their bench, but I think we should win okay. Anyway, I'll give you a report at full time. Okay, say hello to your subscribers. Tell them to enjoy the game. And Roger Gazomania is out.
Interestingly, from the way he's talking, I don't think he's got his teeth in. Dad has false teeth. I don't think he's put his teeth in. I can tell. I know his voice. That is a toothless Gaza report. Yeah. Gazomania. I know. Gazomania is out. He didn't rate the ref. Yeah, usually he gives them a score out of 20, doesn't he? Yeah. Effing cheating refs, blatant red and yellow card. I would say Bodie getting a yellow would be more fair than Nepo getting a red. I can't see that one being a red based on, I don't know, just the mitigation of the guy being bent over as far as he was. But, yeah. I would say if Wales was going to have a look at anything at halftime, I would be more complaining about the line out. I would say more than the ref, but I don't know. That's just me. Run meters, halftime 220 to 218. That's pretty even. Possession is 50-50. That's pretty even. Interestingly, territory 57-43. And the scrum, the scrum has been pretty painful for Wales as well, actually. Wales lineout's shocking, yeah. Not a yellow because he drove in head first, but it doesn't matter. I know that's dumb. As dumb as that sounds, I don't think it matters. All that does is mitigate it down from a red. As far as I understand that framework thing, which is, I'm not a guy to be quoted on the freaking laws. Absolutely. But as far as I'm aware, they start from red card and work their way down rather than the other way. Don't think Bodie should have been carded. It's a fair decision. See, there you go. Rugby's a rich tapestry of people's opinions about the way the game is interpreted. Which is why I tend not to focus about the refereeing too much because, honest to God, man, rugby's a game where you could get 5 people to watch the same incident and get 5 different opinions about it. That's just the way it is. Penalties conceded is like only one difference, so I think it's 8-7. So it's pretty tight. I wouldn't say there's a huge bias there either way. Kakinen says he disagrees. It was a clear yellow, nowhere near catching the ball. See, rich tapestry. Rich tapestry. Might be good that Allen won and Moriarty gone off. Chance to build depth and get the young ones to shine. There you go. I love that positivity. Rather than something bad, it can be something good. I think the no arms is an issue that could have led to a red. I think that's the thing. I think you no arms tackle to the head, you start at red, but then the fact that he lowered his body so much mitigates it down to a yellow. That's my understanding. But again, do not ever quote me about rugby laws because I don't sit there taking the time to read them. I just watch enough rugby to have a general understanding of how that tends to be interpreted. But then again, it's a bit of a lottery. On the vodka, no, that's the H2O. Unfortunately, Wales got inspired by the rise from the Wallabies and gave them an intercept try. Yeah. No, you're still wallpaper in the teens room. I hope you picked a cool wallpaper for her. All Blacks are going to win 32-6. You reckon Welsh go and don't score any penalties or tries in the second half? Gareth Mason was about to do a live stream before the match, but he deleted the stream. That's a bugger. Can we just address the fact that Tane Basham is on 30 metres from 5 carries and has 9 tackles in 40 minutes? Let me have a look, Dan, mate. I didn't even look at the player stats. I usually save that for full time. Tane Basham. Oh, yeah, he is on 9 tackles. Not bad. Is he the top tackler? Moriarty's on 12, but he's probably not going to make it anymore. Tane Basham's having a good game, though, isn't he? For a young man. Not in awe of the occasion at all. That's according to Amazon Prime. Yeah, fair enough. Before crapping all over Havili, he did play well against Australia in his games. Think he needs to build. I guess it just depends, eh? If you want Havili to be like Nonu, that's not your guy, eh? He's not that kind of player. But I don't know. Sometimes he does get beaten in the physical stuff. Oh, my dad sent me another message. Another 2 messages. Goodness gracious me. What's he got to say now?
Okay, McMurray, this is me again. Kirsty Alley and Mills Millie, they know what they're talking about. They're pretty good with the rugby. Tell your subscribers, Kerwin was a great All Black winger, one of the best. But as a coach, he was average, and as a commentator, he's pretty average too. I just think he just likes to hear his own voice. He likes to hear himself. And, be the dominant speaker in the conversation.
At least right.
Mills, Millie Iena and Kirsty Alley. Oh, sorry, I apologise for that. Kirsty Stanaway, they give a very common sense approach, but John Kerwin, he's always on that periphery of trying to be a bit of a hero. Actually, that's what I think. Anyway, you can tell your subscribers that if you want to, Ollie. Okay, Gazamania, Roger, over and out. See you later. Love you guys heaps. Say hello to all your subscribers for me, and I hope you're getting a good response. I'll give you a report at full time. Okay, cheers.
It's a first summary of JK. Yeah. You guys who don't get the New Zealand feed, you miss out on all the joys, but if you watch the breakdown, you'll know what he's talking about. Punditry analysis. Yeah, he's moving on from game analysis to analysis on the pundits. Randy appreciates that voice message. Yep. I've been moaning about Kerwin for ages as a pundit. Hey, he drives me up the wall. But, I mean, so does, God, who's that guy in the UK? Austin Healy. Like, they're of the same ilk, aren't they? They're just never wrong, right? Those guys who just, like as I says, love the sound of their own voice. Who are the pundits on Amazon Prime? Yeah, I don't know who you guys are getting. And I love it how that he said Kirsty Alley instead of Kirsty Stanaway. He's thinking of like Cheers, man. That's back in the days. JK is a classic contrarian. It's quite entertaining. Yeah, some people love him, eh? He stirs conversation, which is what he's there for. Like, people think he's anti-whatever. Like, recently, South Africans were not liking what he had to say, but he does it to everybody. He was doing it to the Argentinians in 2020. Just likes to, like Mike says, he's a contrarian. He likes to stir the pot. And by stirring the pot, he gets the reaction. So that's what he's after. Hate Nigel Owens as a pundit because he corrects the ref. Is that right? Was watching Welsh pundits Shane Williams and Reece Patchell. Okay. Patchell's already doing punditry. Fair enough. He's a bit young for that. Shocking lineup from Wales. All Blacks lucky not to have a yellow for the slapdown and red for the head smash. Probably fair. Yeah. Like I said earlier, if I was going to give a yellow or a red for one of those, I would give Bodie's more likely to be a yellow than Lalala's one to be a red, just based on what I've seen previously. Guys going in low tend to not get red carded when they get smashed in the head because of the mitigation, but guys going for intercepts can often be yellow carded. So do you think Wales would score in the yellow card period? Well, they already picked up 3 points, so yeah, if they come out at the second half with a bit of fire in the belly, you never know. Missing Smith and Mo'unga's kick passing. There's Lalala sitting there as the guys come out. Right, I will get the stream back on. Since iSport closed down, you've not been able to hear Liam Tolan or commentary. I can't even remember which one he is. Whoa, my app was way behind my phone. My TV just had them coming out. Right, second half's underway, folks. It's an early knock on to the All Blacks. Anyone who goes in with their head at thigh height should be responsible for their own safety, not defenders. Yeah, Nick, that's the debate, isn't it, eh? The laws aren't really set up to account for that kind of thing because the responsibility is still all on the tackler. But yeah, it's just a bizarre one. Seems to be a lot of no arms lately. You should watch rugby league, mate. That's where they probably get it from. My wife's putting on face paint on me while you watch the game. Okay. My wife's still in bed, as are the children. Although we're getting risky because it's 6:27. So the kids will not be far. If you can't remember which one he is, it's probably better if not know. Okay. That's good, Kakinen. I'll remain ignorant. We'll be wearing helmets in no time. Anscombe seemed to go down because he might have been hit after he kicked that ball away. This is Lomax. Is there a reason Offa's not playing this game? I can't help but wonder if he's got a knock. When I saw Lomax was on the bench, I thought Offa has to not be 100%. Man, it's just started to piddle down outside. It's so much rain lately, folks. Blackadder has to sit out. Yeah, while we've got Lomax on, Blackadder has to take a seat. It's interesting how he goes up against Wyn Jones. We'll reset that one so the yellow card clock continues to run down. Your son's awake on his computer and you're going back to bed after this game. Chance of me going back to bed after this game? None. As if my kids would let me sleep during daylight hours. Not a chance. Blake, want to say I love the vids. Keep it up. Appreciate that, man. Too kind. Even if it is 6:30 in the morning, we're still here. Had to step away for halftime curry. What do you think about the yellow, red, yellow for you? Yeah, yellow's fine. Yellow's fine. mitigation for going as low as he did. Yellow is fine for me. I can dig it. Why is Wales lineup in Portionade? Yeah, they're playing essentially their third choice hooker. By my count, he's had less than an hour of Wales action this year. That's including Six Nations and the series against Argentina and the game against, was it Canada? So yeah, he tends not to get a heck of a lot of minutes. Half 7 in South Africa. Perfect for you guys. Open a beer. Here goes Will Jordan. Go, Will. God, he's elusive. They beat Anscombe, but they managed to just stop him. Cross kick. But nah, too big, and McNichol eats that one for breakfast. If New Zealand win this game, we take back the number 1 spot in the rankings. That is true. 12:30 a.m. in Thailand. That's not too bad. You get to go to bed after the game. It's about right if the triplets let you go. 2:30 in Japan. Yeah, that's tough. 2:30 in Japan is a tough time to be watching. Breakdown is another area of concern in this game. The All Blacks have actually bossed that area. What do they do here? Geordie's going to have another shot at goal. Oh, yes. Sinead asks, and he delivers. Yeah, you mentioned about Papali'i. Yeah, he's won a couple of turnovers, I think. He's going all right. They just can't get him off the ball, eh? The intercept deliberate knock-on officiating has also changed over time. There used to be consideration given to whether you're knocking the ball up and aim to catch it or knocking it down. Yeah. Nigel Owens has talked about that on that little show he did on YouTube about how up tends to be more genuinely considered intercept, whereas kind of down is a deliberate knock. But again, it's messy. Now it's almost exclusively about two hands. Yeah, well, Birdie was definitely one hand on his one. He's nailed that one. That's 3 points apiece. And the yellow card. Oh, Priestland's come on. Must be Anscombe going off. Bit of experience. Yeah, and old Reese. Yellow card must be almost up, eh? Anscombe off. Yeah. They need to see something different, eh? Otherwise, this match is just going to maybe slip away a bit. Come on, Reese. Big Johnny. We need to see him carrying it a bit. Not getting isolated. McNichol, come on, guys. We need Welsh to score next to keep this game tense. Because right now it's looking pretty comfy. Back in the day, most matches played in the Northern Hemisphere were shown at 2:30 to 3 a.m. in the morning. Modern scheduling is getting a little kinder. Next week, I think, for the Italy game is 2 in the morning. Yeah. Dan Bigger is still with his club. The yellow card is over, by the way. So he's, like all the guys based in the Premiership, he's not available for this game. So Faletau, Lewis Rees-Zammit, those guys are all not available because they don't play in Wales. Can the All Blacks get a decent exit? Oh, not if they knock the ball on in their own 22. Wales. Oh, here's some handbags, but Wales, man, you need points here. All Blacks have just mucked up an exit. You need to steal something from this. Blackadder with the carry. Oh, did Basham have any hands in that? Looked like a bit of a charge, to be honest, on second viewing. We will see. So Premiership gets preference over internationals. Just because the match is outside of the official test window, the players are still under contract with their clubs. Yep. So they don't have to release them. Right. Get points, Wales. You need a slick scrum move, which is going to cut the All Blacks defenders to bits. Papali'i's not even pushing. He's ready to bounce off, and he's the guy that makes the tackle. Watch out for ALB at the breakdown, boys. Not this time. They need quick ball. There we go. That's quicker. Who's your pick to win the United Rugby Championship? Probably Leinster. By a mile. By a mile? By a wee bit. 7 phases. Is that Artie Savia with a miracle turnover? Unbelievable. That was unbelievable. There we go. Come on, Wales. Oh, and there we go. Not rolling penalty time. Show us something crazy. You got advantage. Seb Davis. Spin it. Exactly. Run it. Spin it. Josh Adams, come on, guys. South Africa is in the house. Yes, heaps of South Africans here. How you guys doing? No URC and no Springboks on this weekend, so you guys kind of get a weekend off. It's going to be a Welsh scrum. Or is it back for a penalty? Wow, back for the penalty. Okay, fair enough. Run it, spin it, bop it. Yeah. Shouldn't be sleeping. Yeah, man. We got up at like 5 to watch this one here in New Zealand, so needed some magic from Owen Lane. That was a perfect kick. Thomas Williams got round he got around Taylor, almost Lolala. Priest on the first man there. Why did the Welsh start going pick and carries with the penalty advantage? I don't know. But they're taking the 3. Cole's on the GC. Hope you got better weather here than here, man. It's miserable outside. Well, there we go. 1 score away from double figures. $21 points to 9. Been raining all night there, cold bugger. Doesn't go with the stereotype of the GC having good weather. They should define the advantage to 15 meters or something. It went a long way from the initial infringement. Darren, it's a bit of a it's a bit of a, oh my goodness, Rico. It's his first proper run of the game. It's a frustrating one at times, for fans when you see sometimes refs blow it up really quickly after they've. When I say blow it up, I mean when they don't blow it up, like they say advantage over after a team's gone not that far. Other refs, they'll bring it back miles. So yeah, it would be a good one to define, but they would need assistance probably from the ARs or something to get the mark about, when it's 15 meters or something. Reese Priestland's mum teaches maths in your school. Goodness gracious. Wee bit of a connection. Will Jordan, he's not going to kick it. Or he is going to kick it as a chip and chase. Unbelievable. When does this guy not score? Unbelievable. Come on. Will Jordan, man, he got that from nothing. Justin Marshall's just said the same thing. He just gets a kick return. There's like 3 Welsh defenders in front of him. He just beats the first 2, chips it over was it a fullback or a winger? Or maybe it's Thomas Williams, and just regathers the ball. Like, he honestly makes that look piss easy. Like, he makes that look stupidly easy. Unbelievable. Come on. No way. Even the ball just like sits up from perfectly. Like he's got even that under control. Like, that was not on. He looks up. There's 3 defenders in front of him. He's not even hitting the ball at pace. He's kind of from a standing start. Unbelievable. So weird watching him run through the defense. It's like guys just stand off him. But man, 28 points to 9. Blown away. Yeah. Probably shouldn't be kicking the ball to that guy, Easier said than done. Victoria, how's it going? 28 points to 9. Francois says, good try. I agree. Good try. If Whitelock comes off, who's the captain? Probably Bodie. Yeah, probably Bodie. Wells have brought on their 2 replacement props. Don't get why there aren't more kick and chases like that. Wells halfback can't turn around and accelerate to get that ball. Yeah, if you're turning, you're already at a huge disadvantage, Bodie or Savia, maybe, Sinead, mate. Because I know Whitelock's the tour captain, I think. Savia was captain in the rugby championship. But yeah, maybe Brodie's an option too. Isn't it hot in New Zealand? Why are you wearing long sleeves? It's 17 degrees. It's raining, so it's not particularly warm, but it's not cold. James, man, how's it going? New Zealand isn't reliably hot until after Christmas. Yeah, the weather has been more winterish in recent days, but I guess rain is a spring thing too. Still surprised England versus New Zealand didn't get scheduled big V8 show. Yeah, I would say there's some politics, money at play there. You and I have talked about that, eh? Wouldn't surprise me. Savi has gotten over that ball? No. Come on, big gaps in the All Blacks defence there. Quick ball, Wales, go. Oh, they've filled in the gaps. Finally changing our clocks here this weekend? You mean like a daylight savings thing? Autumn leading into midwinter and you're in the high 20s. Yeah, I'm not even at 20 and I'm in spring. Bodie off the left foot. Come on, Johnny. Beats the first defender. Go, man. Gets the ball away. What good play, Johnny. Come on. Wales, man, we need something. We need a try, folks. Appreciate Jordan while you can. Backstand only have 1 or 2 seasons max of being world beating after that. Either injury or defenses susses them out. It's interesting. That happened with Rico, eh? Rico was like world-class winger. And then he was like struggling to get in the All Blacks. Didn't make the World Cup starting lineup. But now he seems to be back to his pace. Eh? Somehow he's managed to get his pace back, which is the exception rather than the rule, eh? Jacob Stockdale was like that. In like 2018, he was like easily one of the world's best wingers, and now he struggles to get into Ireland, eh? So you're right. A lot of guys tend to fall off the pace at some point, or like you said, the defense figures out what they're going to do. But the greats find a way. He was carrying an injury in 2019. Yeah, they reckon his hamstring wasn't quite right, but he played with it for ages. But yeah, he just was missing that top end speed. I need to drink more, Francois. Yeah, man. At 6 in the morning, it might be a bit much. We have snow on the ground here in Calgary. Bloody hell. I don't have snow. I've just got rain. Just got back from watching the potential son-in-law playing for Berry. See, Wales are making their usual start to the autumn internationals. Warriors fan gets his place back from the Fortuna buffet. Sky City. Fortuna. Corner just woke up at 6:50. Brody's going off. He doesn't look in a particularly good way. Tupavai has come on. Wales have got a perfect attacking line out 5 meters out. They hit that ball. They finally go to the front, which was maybe a good call. They got advantage as well. Come on, Wales. You need to try, man. But his haircut is not great. He's a second row, so he's a decent addition to the gene pool. Nice. Has Johnny Williams honestly just scored? Bro, you guys needed that. Unbelievable. The game needed that. What a try. You finally get your line out working, and good things happen. Priestland with a little dinky kick through. There were 3 guys on it, man. Lane was there. Jonathan Davis was there. Look at this. Perfect. That's what the game needed. Happy days. 16 points to 28. That's better looking. As an All Blacks fan, do you ever get sick of huge wins? I'm also a Blues fan, so I'm quite. I get my losing from the Blues and I get my winning from the All Blacks, so it's kind of a healthy balance. Priestland is a better 10. He was pretty cool, calm, and collected there, hey? Also a Blues fan, yeah. But now Wales have given away a penalty, which kind of kills all that momentum. Oh, the All Blacks are going for touch. Did I watch the Scotland game? No, but I will watch it after this. I don't actually know the score. Don't tell me the score. A bunch of people told me some fake scores, so I don't know the score. I'll watch it a bit later. All Blacks. It would be very All Blacks like to hit back straight away with a try, wouldn't it? But that maul defense by Wales is pretty slick. Knocked on. Oh, but it's a penalty. In at the side. All Blacks again go for touch. $5-meter scrum time, All Blacks. All Blacks have only just won that ball. Oh, man, that's brutal, isn't it? Immediate strike back. Just as it was game on, it's kind of game back off again, isn't it? It is a try. All Blacks 5-meter line out. The line out was messy, to be fair, but then, Papali'i just manages to peel around. He's faced with Thomas Williams, who puts in a tackle, but he can only bring him down just short of being able to reach out to the line. Lucky, but good try. Yeah, that was almost lucky that the line out was as bad as it was, because it was kind of hard to prepare for what was going to happen, because you wouldn't have kind of seen that come. Akira is on. Michael's on for his debut, so congratulations to him. Probably is as close to the next McCaw as possible. He is kind of similar in that he's not a huge ball carrier, but he's very smart in his defensive work. He makes a lot of tackles, and he knows when to be the guy as the first kind of arriving player to a tackle. Sinead says to watch up. That could be ominous. All Blacks take a quick line out. If they score again, it's going to be 40. Oh, how the heck did Reese get that one? Oh, that one's Harlem Globetrotter stuff, man. That one's brutal. That's just filth. Yeah, that one is that one. Oh, filth. Yeah, that one's filthy. Reese is the first guy to get to that ball. Offloads from the deck to Ioane. Gets beaten. Check the kicks onside. Kicks onside. Reese. Rico to Reese. Reese to Savia. Savia to Reese. That's brutal. Gazza was right about the 60-minute mark, hey? He's kicked it. So it's 16 points to 42. Yeah, goodness me, I forgot to take the score last time. Sorry, guys. I forgot to do it with the last try. It's not a 14-point try. They've just scored 2 tries in quick succession, and I forgot to update the whiteboard. One pass was forward. I'm sure they checked it. As long as it's not stupidly forward, they won't give it. If it's flat, it's fine. Reese try almost makes up for his haircut, yeah, but not quite. Not quite. Richard said, you said 40 to 17, you'll be happy. You're pretty close if it remains like this, but there's still 12 minutes to go. Are there any weaknesses in the New Zealand team where Ireland can exploit? Hopefully Ireland's set piece is a bit better than Wales has been today. Wales' scrum and line-out have been not operating at kind of optimal efficiency. And Ireland tend to have a pretty good set piece, so... Is this New Zealand's strongest team? We're still missing the likes of Aaron Smith at halfback, so we haven't got our best halfback. We haven't got Tuipulotu or Scott Barrett, so we haven't got our kind of either first or second, maybe second or third choice locks. Sam Kane's still injured, so we haven't got our captain. But most positions, kind of there or thereabouts. Like, it's a pretty inexperienced back row, but it's still that's a pretty strong team. Harlem Globetrotters, exactly, Jezza, mate. That last try from the All Blacks was bonkers. Adams hasn't had much chance going forward, eh? ABs are looking like themselves. Yeah, they are. Man, Wales are better to be careful here, otherwise they're going to concede again. The All Blacks look like they want more points. Has Adams touched the ball? Not a lot, mate. If he has, it's not been a lot. Sinead says to watch up. This is, again, ominous. All Blacks have gone like 6 phases. Birdie with the basketball pass. It's going to be another one. Goodness me, folks. Weber, Vati, basketball pass over the defending man. It's just too easy. Yeah, Priestland shoots up to shut it down, but they passed it over his head. Time, we're at 71-43. Still waiting for the kick from the sideline from Geordie. And he's nailed the conversion from the sideline. So it's 49 points. Pat, just not in the game. Yeah, Pat, the second half has been pretty much all the All Blacks. First half was a lot tighter. And it's funny that as soon as the Welsh scored their try in the second half, that seemed to just spark off the All Blacks try scoring spree, like 60, then 64, 66, 71, like bam, bam, bam. Oh no. It's a loose ball again from Wales. They could be in trouble here. No, don't score. Stop. Don't make it 50. Wainwright just kicks the hell out of that one. Whew. Yeah, the All Blacks almost had another one from turnover ball. Look at those numbers. It's just that last pass from Morgan to Weber didn't stick. All Blacks are showing off now. It does seem that way, doesn't it? You got to sit back and appreciate the relentlessness of New Zealand. Yeah. This ain't... Yeah, ain't as close as I was kind of hoping it would be. There we go. Will Jordan off? He might be. I have to go back and watch this one to see where everybody lines up. I swear Richie Morgan's haircut is the worst of all of them. It's bad. Stalio had New Zealand by 22 on Super Bro. I didn't pick them by that much. Six Nations champions. We all know Scotland were the best team in Europe last season. Oh man, Vati's got wheels, doesn't he? Too many passes from the deck, eh? Is that a turnover though? Yes. Got isolated. I think it was Reece Carey. Bit embarrassing, Chester. Yeah. Should have listened to my old man. He said after the hour mark, it's going to be the true test. I mean, admittedly, it's 3 tries before the hour, but still. USA scored more tries than Wales against the All Blacks so far. That's one way of looking at it. That being said, the US did concede over 100. Oh, no. It's more turnover ball from Wales. Turnover ball is often where the All Blacks are brutal, but now the All Blacks are turning that over, so it's a bit of a settler. April Tui, what a game for Ruby to finally watch. Some nice tries. The All Blacks, April Tui, have been showing off some skills in the second half, haven't they? Absolutely. USA just needed 1 or 2 defensive tweaks. That's one way of putting it. Man of the match? Oh, it's been given to Bodie. Interesting. Sorry for Wales. Yeah, Olivier, I feel it. How does Artie do it? Like every match, he doesn't let you down. Artie is pretty consistent. Artie is world class. Even when he's playing 8. I prefer him at 7. He's still even playing well at 8. Go, Johnny, go! Are you shitting me? That's 50. How many debutants on the Welsh side? I think just one. The reserve hooker. Yelch. An intercept for the man of the match in his 100th game. He kind of bookends the game with his tries, doesn't he? Yowza. Thought the Welsh side was ravaged by injuries. Oh, they are, definitely. Yeah. They definitely are missing Tipuric and Navidi. Biggers with still with his club, and Reece Emmett still with his club. Faletau. Phil be happy with a big wedge as a man. Like, I don't like seeing a scoreline this big, but you can't help but appreciate the All Blacks skill set for some of these tries, man. I would have just liked to see Wales get one last one, like length of the field to give their fans something to cheer about as they get on the train or the bus or drive back home. But nah, they ain't got it. Off the post, so it's 54. Goodness me, folks. Whoa. Final 20 minutes is shameful, says Richard. Yeah, they really fell off the pace in the final 20. Well, that's true. That is true. 54 points to 16. Yeah. Yep. All right, folks. Well done to the All Blacks. Pity for the Welsh guys. That's not going to be an easy one to take, but yeah, they'll get their guys back for next week. So yeah, see how they go. Anyway, take care of yourselves, folks. Thanks for coming along, and see you for some games next week. Take care. Bye-bye.